Hi guys, I'm Deeksha from 91 Mobiles and I'm at the Panasonic event where the company has launched the Panasonic Iluga Note. It's a mid-range smartphone from the brand which on paper seems like a very feature-packed offering. Let's check this out. Now in terms of look and feel, this phone sports a cross-hatched textured back panel which is really interesting. It might not be the most stunning smartphone out there but definitely catches the eyes. The phone has been crafted out of plastic. You don't find any metal here on the Panasonic Iluga Note, but that shouldn't disappoint you a lot because overall this looks like a very decent smartphone. The camera ring on the back and the 3-tone LED flash module do add a little bit of accessorization on the phone. The port placement of this phone is pretty much standard. Unlike most phones out there, this phone sports a removable back panel. As you can see, even the battery is removable. You get 2 SIM slots and 1 micro SD card slot. Despite being a 5.5-inch smartphone, the Panasonic Iluga Note can be easily handled with one hand. The weight of the phone is also decent. It doesn't feel really heavy in the hand. However, despite its textured back panel, it's slightly slippery. But overall, the build of the phone is nice and we like the design. In terms of display, the Panasonic Iluga Note sports a full HD display and on a 5.5-inch span, it is definitely sharp. As you can see, even the brightness is pretty impressive. And on top of that, the display is not very reflective, so that's a plus. You should be able to use it easily in outdoor lighting. The viewing angles seem decent. You do get a hint of blue when you look at the screen from extreme viewing angles, but other than that, it's a good display. Now in terms of processing, the Panasonic Iluga Note comes with an octa-core processor clocked at 1.3 GHz, and to assist that, you get 3 GB of RAM, which sounds enough for you to easily use this phone and multitask while regular usage. However, we got a chance of playing Asphalt Nitro on the phone, so we'll play that and see how the phone handles heavy usage too. As you can see, the graphics rendering is decent. It's stuttering. You can see the stutter a little bit. We'll tell you all about the processing when we stress test the Panasonic Iluga Note in our review. Till then, let's talk about the software of the phone. Now, the Panasonic Iluga Note comes with Android Marshmallow out of the box, which is a huge plus. However, the UI is not at all stock. You get a heavy skin on top, which is called Fit Home UI. Now, Panasonic says that the new UI lets you access all the apps easily with your thumb, as all of them are laid in such a way that they are within the reach of your thumb. However, this UI might need some getting used to. You get a decent number of preloaded apps, I must say. You get Amazon, Asphalt Nitro, Daily Hunt, Flipkart, Midnight Poker, UC Browser, and Truecaller, apart from the usual Google suite. Now that we've talked about the design, the display, processor, and even the software, let's come to the cameras now. The Panasonic Iluga Note sports a 16 megapixel primary camera along with a triple LED flash, as I told you earlier, and the front camera is 5 megapixels. Let's quickly check out the camera UI. Now this is a pretty loaded UI. You get the virtual shutter keys here on the right of the viewfinder. There are 2 toggles on the left. One says normal mode, one is the panorama mode. You get options of HDR, controlling the flash, and switching to the front camera on the top of the viewfinder, and on the bottom right is a settings toggle to give you access to the usual camera settings. Let's try taking a picture to see how the camera performs. As you can see, the camera has captured nice details, even good colors. But we'll be able to tell you more about it when we test the cameras in different shooting conditions. In terms of storage, the Panasonic Iluga Note comes with 32 GB of built-in memory, out of which you get about 25 GB for your personal use. This smartphone is backed by a 3000 mAh battery, which definitely sounds enough for you to use the phone a whole day. You even get power saving mode and a battery saver to optimize the battery life to the maximum. That's all about the Panasonic Iluga Note. At the price point, which is rupees 13,290, this smartphone competes with the likes of Moto G4 Plus, which has a fingerprint sensor, and the rest of the specifications are better also. Apart from that, for a slightly lesser price, you get the Low Eco LE2, which is a full metal body smartphone and has a fingerprint reader and other specifications which are slightly better than the Panasonic Iluga Note. However, one advantage that the Panasonic Iluga Note has over these phones is that it is available only offline, and there's still a huge market of people out there who are not used to buying their phones online. So that could be a huge plus in the favor of the Panasonic Iluga Note. We'll tell you how it fares as a daily driver when we review it. Till then, stay tuned to 91 Mobiles, and thank you for watching.